Hi, welcome to our channel. We are Nerdwing Squared. I'm Kyle.
I'm Eric.
And this string of videos, a lot of videos actually, hopefully, are going to be, more than likely, just us talking about anything nerdly, like remotely that, we like and that you guys like. You can always make requests and everything like that. But, Eric, I just thought we'd just start out, tell them a little bit about ourselves. Why don't you go first?
Hi, I'm Eric. Anything pop culture, really. I mean, that's how I feel like this whole channel's going to be. I mean,
true, very true. Actually, yeah, I agree with that. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, what about you? I mean, literally, I've known you for years, but they don't know you.
This is true. I'm Kyle. Anything. I'm very weird when it comes to things that I like, and you know this, and my friends know this. I have it's either I have to be in the mood for it, or or it's just string in the moment kind of thing. Just am I gonna watch this? I'm gonna watch a movie. I'm gonna play a game. I'm into pretty much everything in this kind of culture in the sense, and being a nerd, in my opinion, is a culture.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it definitely is. I mean, especially nowadays. I mean, that too. But I mean, especially when we were kids, like the whole nerdling things come from when we were in high school. Like it was a group of us with, funny enough, the chemistry teacher that we adore. If you're watching, you know who you are. But yeah, it just started with that, and we started with anime. It's how the group formed, and then we eventually were like, hey, we'd like comics. What?
Japanese culture is one of her things, or that the teacher
really
is Japanese.
Yes, because she changed.
Yes. No, she is Japanese, and she was very, very into it, and that's like what drew us to her. Aside from she liked anime too, because when you're in school, you don't think, most of the time at least, you don't think your teachers.
Not those days, no.
Yeah, your teachers are gonna be like you or like the stuff that you like. I mean, it's not like now where for a fact that Mr. Smith over there probably gets in about 3 or 4 games a fortnight before he goes to bed. That's very wrong, but it could be also true.
Oh yeah, no, that. So like, I don't know where did we? Because we were friends long before that.
Yeah.
So.
Then people just started gathering. There was like 12 of us actually.
Yeah, especially
including the teacher.
Yeah, because it happened right as I was leaving, and then
it was my junior year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then but I feel like when it comes to where we started with anything anime nerd related,
I think it was bowling team.
Yeah,
it has to be.
That was the most random group of people to play a sport ever.
Bowling is a sport.
Yes, to anyone. I mean, technically, high school was part of it. It was weird.
It was weird. It was really weird, actually.
Speaking of weird, esports is a big thing nowadays.
I know.
Like when we were
that couldn't be it was maybe Call of Duty, but it was mainly like Counter Strike. I've noticed that was the biggest thing, which I am sad to say I've never actually played Counter Strike.
I haven't either. I know people that make stupid money on selling skins on it.
Which I'm jealous of those people. But real quick, so I was curious the other day when me and Eric were talking about starting this, if nerdling was an actual word, and because people make up words, and what it meant if it was. And here's what it means, and it just makes me laugh. A young or unimportant nerd. And I'm like, wow.
And
that's mean.
I was gonna say, isn't that the Urban Dictionary, or is that the actual dictionary?
That's Wiktionary.
Really?
It says Wiktionary.
So it's something off Wikipedia. Literally, so I guess it really isn't a word. Someone just threw it.
That makes me laugh. That makes me giggle.
What? Okay, real quick, off topic. What is with the internet?
What? You're asking the wrong person. Because
seriously, what is with? And it kind of goes hand in hand with how we grew up. It's like we actually had to watch stuff on TV. And nowadays, it's like someone's just like, here's the 6th episode of the series that is really important that I need you to watch.
Like, you need to watch this before. You don't even have to watch the first 5 episodes. Watch this one, and then, but go ahead and watch the first 5 too, because that's how confusing it is.
I know, I'm going way off your questions you sent me.
Welcome
but hey,
to our videos.
Yeah, that's how this is going to go. Because speaking of which, we both have older siblings, and I don't know if you ever did this. I literally broke the TV switching the channel so many times against my sister for freaking Pokemon that it literally broke the TV.
My older sister and I, we would half sister. You know who I'm talking about.
I know. Wow, don't want to fully claim her, huh?
She is my half sister.
I
know. Hi, sister. Hi, Kathy. It's okay. I'll use your name. Hi, Kathy. We would watch pretty much the same stuff, but I think when I was a little kid, I would argue over the TV, over, funny enough, Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh or Dexter's Laboratory. We can't talk about this right now.
Yeah,
that's the next episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say next episode.
But no, I agree with you on that. But real quick, to get back.
Yes, I know I'm terrible. I warned you before we even started.
So about I kind of mentioned it at the beginning, but it already seems like so long ago, is this channel, and we're going to do random things, but the first little bit of episodes, videos, however you want to call it, we're mainly going to be talking, just going to be me and Eric sitting here talking about, we might have a guest sometime too, it could be anime, it could be comic books in the sense of like Marvel comic books, DC. Shit, we might even get into Dark Horse if we ever think about it.
Yeah.
I forgot about Dark Horse actually. And then
wrong spectrum of comics.
Video games. Honestly, anything that we and or you find nerdy. That sounds really bad, but you know what I mean.
We're in the pop culture, then.
Yeah.
But understandably, the nerdling thing and how we grew up. Nerd is kind of a term that we use. I know it's not as. Have you noticed that too? It's not as used as much as when we were growing up. Now it's just like I like this, and that's just how it is, which is great.
I'm glad they don't put labels on it now, because back then, which we make it sound like we're a lot older, and we're not. 10 years ago, not that long ago, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But if you would have said, called somebody a nerd in a mean way,
it would be literally an insult.
Now it's just like, I am. Damn right.
Yeah, it's like, let him get, that's crazy to think about. In 10 years, how much that changed.
But, I mean, it is crazy to think about. But anyways, the channel, we were talking earlier on the way here, actually, where we record. Don't
mind the colors. I'm sorry, I tried.
He really, really did. But we're not just gonna do just videos like this where we talk. Down the line, we're gonna play games, stream. We're both streamers, and if anything, we can always put our stream. We both stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll put both our names down in the either descriptions or whatever to just if you want to come watch us stream. When we stream together, we're mainly playing COD.
That's about the only thing we have that we play together now.
Fortnite.
Yeah, that's true. No salt, no nothing.
There's nothing against Fortnite. I do like Fortnite. It's just I get not tired of it because it's a game. You know what? It's not tired of it, but it's any game that you play, especially one of those competitive games.
I was gonna say
over and over
because we entered online gaming right as Call of Duty was starting.
Like right at its peak. Because Modern Warfare 2, in my opinion, Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2, the Russian. That's how I can think about it. Because the new one doesn't have no Russian.
Yeah, and that was a bold thing of Activision.
I noticed
that was bold.
I'm gonna get off track real quick. Shocker, I know. But already like what 15 minutes in, and we're already off track like 6 times. I've noticed it in the beginning of the original Modern Warfare saga. Each game had its own messed up thing that they did. The first Modern Warfare was the nuke.
So the original trilogy was definitely it was supposed to show
more graphic, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's more graphic, but it was supposed to show like the literal ends, like how war could happen and how bad it could be. Yeah. Because I mean, you got to think, right when that happened was.
We were at war with somebody.
Yeah, we were in the Middle East.
Don't ask me who.
We were in the Middle East. Okay. So
that doesn't narrow it down, though.
I know. Well, it was multiple countries in the Middle East.
I got you.
So, and that's why they were like, let's do Modern Warfare now. Like, the peak of it, let's show how war happens.
Do you know, okay, so, same synopsis, that's probably not the right word, I don't care. And then... So I said Modern Warfare 1, Middle East, nuke. Yeah. Modern Warfare 2, it could be your favorite mission, which if it is, there's nothing wrong with it, because it is an interesting mission. If it's, you have the option to opt out of it. It's fine. No rushing. It's that one right there took it to a whole new level. It went from the shooting people who shot back to, I'm going into an airport with a big old LMG and the manslaughter. Just... straight up. And in my opinion, and I just thought of it, to be honest with you, you take that concept, school shootings. Like, not to get, like, really messed up about it or anything. Yeah. But you think about it, you did know, like, wasn't the first, like, really big school shooting right after MW2 came out?
No, not technically. It would happen
at least around us.
Yeah, so, like... I don't know. I see where they were going with it, but at the same time, there's a lot to it. There's a whole message there that a lot of people just kind of skipped over because they're like, "This is just messed up." And it's like, that was the point, to show the casualties of war.
And others, not to name names, took it literal. Yeah. And then to continue with the Modern Warfare fuck-uppery, I cussed my first F word.
That'd be the only one for the episode.
We only get one after the episode. That's gonna be a lie. But anyways, was Modern Warfare 3, and not a lot of people noticed it, but I noticed it, and it scared me. It was like a little cutscene. You're playing as the dad. It was the dad, the mom, and they never gave them names. I named her Little Susie, just because.
Do you name everyone Little Susie if you
could? She looked like a Susie. Anyways. Skipping down the road, they were in Paris, and I'm sure those of you who were watching played Modern Warfare 3, or at least seen clips and everything like that. The original Modern Warfare 3, where they walk in, this van pulls up right next to Little Susie, and you're just sitting there like, okay, what's going on? You're controlling the dad, and then, bam, the van explodes, and gas everywhere. That was a loud clap.
I was going to say, that probably peaked the mics.
Sorry, guys. Why'd I look there? But, first video, we're bound to mess up every now and then. It's fine.
It got dark.
There's no windows in here.
No, not the video.
I mean, it happens. What a bit. But yeah, anyways, back to the original point. Here we go again. It's gonna be anything. Like, we're not gonna name the episodes that we're gonna do. It's just anything. Like TV, video games, movies, book. I'll talk about some books. I don't read them anymore, but I'll talk about them.
Oh, you've seen the mini library I have at the house.
Yeah. But I mean, anything. We're nerds. We're nerdlings. We have been for over 10 years when we were dignified as nerd. Actually, no, 11 years. I was 17.
I was going to say, no, I'm older than you. How do you think I feel?
Shut up. We're friends. We're best friends. I promise. But yeah. All right, Eric.
I got nothing left. I think that I'm cool with ending there on that one.
I got 2 more questions.
Do you?
I do.
Then why did you?
No, I was saying, all right, let's move to the next question. All right. I'll tell you when it ended. Why do videos or like a podcast?
Because, in all honesty, we just we have vents and we have raids, and we just I feel like it's better to get it out and on video because I feel like people probably have the same opinions.
I agree with you. His point, and then it's the best way to talk to people, in my opinion, is it's everything, like you were saying earlier, is the internet.
Yeah, like
everything. I can go to the store and the internet's gonna know about it. I went to Buffalo Wild Wings last night, and my phone was like, "Did you enjoy Buffalo Wild Wings? Will you come back?" Then I got an email from them too. Weird.
Oh yeah, like I just think, in all honesty, and plus it is easier to keep track of memories at this point because like we're talking about like Modern Warfare. That was
a long time ago.
This is gonna hurt my soul.
A little bit.
15 years ago.
The original or just
two?
Oh fuck.
2009. I remember because my dad was like, I bought my first 360 myself, and it red ring, and my dad was like, I'll go buy you one. And then we went, and they're like, hey, you want Modern Warfare 2 with it?
Real quick. Sorry for your loss for the first one.
I know.
Does anybody remember the Red Ring of Death? That, in my opinion, that was the worst thing to ever encounter as a gamer. Because PlayStation 3 didn't really have... It wouldn't have a physical showing that it was going out.
Yeah, not in some lights, but... God, I wish I had a... By the way, studio we're recording in is also my office for tech repairs, so... I wish I had one on me right now, but I literally fixed it and just sold it, so...
Yeah. But, so why this? Just, I will be honest with you, and we're doing this for fun. If something comes of it, yay. If something doesn't come of it, still yay. This is just something I've talked about doing this for a while. He's done stuff like this before.
Yeah.
So it's just something to, not to say to do, because that just sounds bad. But you know what I'm saying. Just come here, talk to you guys, say hi, hopefully make some friends along the way. Yes. My last question is, because I know I called you earlier this week and we decided to do this. What was it, like Wednesday?
It was Tuesday.
Tuesday, yes. That's right. I was able
when these will be recorded on a weekend, just so everyone knows.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it might be up in the middle of the week, but we could be talking about stuff that just happened.
Yes. But I called Eric up on Tuesday, and I was watching a YouTube podcast actually, and I'll get to that in a second. I was like, "Hey man," I was about my knee. "Hey man, do you wanna do a podcast together?" What was your answer?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
And
there's nothing to it. It
was nothing like. Instantly, I was like, "We need a name," and I was like, "I already got it." Like the moment I said, "We need a name," it popped into my head, and that's how it just kind of transpired. It's just us talking about it, and here we are.
Like I just said,
4 days later,
nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah. Anyways, the other thing was, any inspirations for this, Eric?
In all honesty, and shout out. Y'all need to go listen to this. It's Trash Taste and Distractable, which is Markiplier. He's one that's Distractable is his, and Trash Taste is kind of more anime based. It's 3 YouTubers that live in Japan, and their channels are mostly about Japan and Japan culture. Go watch them; they're hilarious. I freaking love them. But those were like 2 that really, because I like to do podcasts. I like doing this. I like getting my opinions out.
Yeah.
Not to be like, my opinion's right and no one else's is. It's just like.
Which, add on to that, we welcome you, if we're talking about a topic that you like, we welcome you to post something in the comments, not argue, of course. But, like, we're talking about something. Eric, we want to hear your opinion on something.
Yeah.
I know there's going to be an episode down the line that is going to spark so many conversations and maybe arguments. And you know what I'm talking about.
I know. And
we're not going to tell you about it because that would just ruin it.
Yeah.
But, and and I'm thinking maybe that will be a two-parter, honestly, because that will be a very, very long argument and discussion. Might be one of the longer episodes.
I'm glad I got a fridge down there.
Yeah, we might have to sleep here. But my inspiration, I got a couple. First one would be the first like YouTubers I really watched, like got into, would be the Goons. And for those of you that don't know who the Goons are, it's the Do, Sniping Soup, or he just goes by Soup now. McNasty, you'll know McNasty because he's got a big box on his picture. And I hope I'm saying this right. Blarg my Strupel. I feel like I'm saying that wrong too.
I don't know. It's just like hearing these names and remembering original YouTube.
I know.
Like it just. I mean, for heck's sake, freaking Smoss. So like.
Right, but real quick, if you don't know those four, I will say go watch them. Their videos. I always say start with their siege videos because those are the best ones. I will warn you, they're not for the faint of heart because they like you think like my cussing was bad or anything like that. No, they don't care. They really, really do not care. They're like those four friends, or like those friends that will tell you very dark things, like a mean thing to do, and they don't mean it clearly most of the time. But that's they're really good. They have their own podcast too on Spotify. It's just called The Goons, Goons. It's really good. And then the other inspiration, which is the video I was happened to be watching when I called Eric.
Yeah.
Is I'm Brandon Ferris. He and his friend Cameron Damaski started a podcast recently, actually. Go watch them; they are hilarious. They're like improv comics, and Brandon Ferris. For those of you that don't know, this is how most people have talked about him too. Whatever. He's the guy that filled a room full of balls and made a giant ball pit. And then called his girlfriend and goes, "Hey, you want to jump in a ball pit?" She asked if it was big, and he goes, "I mean, I've been told it's big." And that's that, and that's honestly
crude humor. Kind of.
He is one of the more cleaner, like in a sense. He won't cuss ever. Sometimes he does, but it's very rare. Cameron, on the other hand, will cuss, but he's clean, but he'll do innuendos and everything about that, like stupid stuff, just any kind of innuendo.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those were my inspirations for this, and I'm really looking forward to this. I don't know about you, but But
especially with what we have lined up, which by the way, subscribe so you know when it's coming because
hit that notification bell.
This first episode is going to be a mess, and we apologize because this is our first dive into this. But once the later episodes come, we actually have a topic to start with. This was just our introduction, being like, "Hi, how you doing?"
That we actually touched on like 6 different topics.
I mean, that's how this goes with us because it's just us.
Welcome to our channel. I mean, this is how me and Eric are. And like I said, we'll have guests every now and then. I already got one of our buddies saying that he wants to come on here, and there's a specific episode he's going to appear, and that's the episode that we might have to sleep here. Because...
Oh, man, I gotta get more... Just pulls out of hot. Alright, come on,
Caught up, right. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell.
Ring-a-ding-a-ding.
Anything else for you, Eric?
I got nothing on this one. Just what he said.
Exactly. Have a good one.
Bye.